Okay, so before continuing on with this video, you should go ahead and first download and look at two handouts. The first handout is Evaluating Media Articles, which is a list of 10 questions you should ask when evaluating the quality of an article about a study. The second article is about an actual study. That is, every hour of television watching shortens life by 22 minutes. So, going to look at those two first, and then we'll go ahead and continue on with the evaluating this article. Okay, so assuming you've looked at those handouts, let's move on to evaluating that study. That handout, the Evaluating Media Articles, is a checklist of 10 questions we will use to evaluate media articles. In each case, a yes answer to the question indicates some cause for concern about the report of the study it is reporting on. So if you end up getting a score of 10 no's, that implies a perfect study. Perfectly reported. 10 yes answers means that you should immediately drop the article and run away screaming. Alright, so the first question. Is the study just observing people? Well, looking at the article, yes. The study was clearly observational. Is this yet another study? Another single study? Or is this part of a bunch of other research done on the topic? Well, from the there's no indication of other studies, so yes, there is no mention of any previous studies. Might there be a different explanation that you're not being told of? Yes, it is true that the story deals with sedentary behavior as a more plausible overall cause than watching television, but the main thrust is that television itself is the problem. Okay, so it's just a small sample. And in this case, in terms of the article, there was 11,347 people. That's a pretty reasonable size for a study of this nature. Though the report does not make clear how many deaths, the relevant events, occurred. Is the original information unavailable? No, there's a link to this original study given, but it's very easy to find it in an internet search. And there's the link. Is the headline exaggerated, that every hour of television watching shortens life by 22 minutes? And yes, it's kind of a complicated answer here, but the headline sounds as if referring to causal connection. That watching television another hour shortens your life by 22 minutes. Thus, on the face of it, it goes beyond the evidence in the study that is being reported on. That we're just talking about correlation, not causation. Are absolute numbers missing with only relative information given? No. Absolute reductions in lifetime are given here, 22 minutes, is more than just percentages or proportions. Are independent comments missing? Again, no. There is expert comment from credible sources, if not independent researchers, and while not criticizing the causal misinterpretation or interpretation, the comments draw attention to the importance of sedentary behavior. Is the advice unjustified? You can argue yes. Advice specifically to avoid watching television is given. The study outcomes do not support this. And finally, are the results irrelevant? And again, you can go either way on this. And I went with no, though marginal. It is a study of Australians. Is that relevant to me as a non-Australian? And the report does not make clear which Australians were sampled, so it is possible they are untypical. However, I could be just kind of nitpicking on this. So, my total was 5 yeses out of 10, so the story and the study it reports may have some unsatisfactory features. Some stem from this original study, while other S's was from the way it was reported. I should point out that when you do this article evaluation, you may come up with different answers, and that's perfectly fine. The homework for this lesson is about doing an article evaluation. Your results may differ from other people, and that's fine as well.